This is the ZX75. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Finally, Equinix comes out with a sleeper blacked out build. Equinix is well known as the leaders in the pre-built space. They have rock solid stock stabilizers, very unique aesthetic, and a ton of RGB everywhere. With all-in-one package like this, which has the board, the switches, the keycaps, and the stabilizers, it's actually one of my recommendations for a newbie, except their designs are often very loud, not in the sound auditory sense, but rather in the design. The Cosmic Traveler and the OG80s sounded great, but the looks were a little bit too far in the left field for most people to get used to. That changes here today. The ZX75 Dark Side has a clean stealth look that I've been looking for. I know you got a huge black PC case probably, and likely dark color furniture in your room, so black is probably right up your alley. I've honestly been digging the semi-translucent look that reminds me of those old Game Boys. It also lets that RGB pop, because what's the point of having RGB if it's gonna be covered by an aluminum case? The little LED in the top right is a nice touch. I miss keyboards with LED bars like the Sun 68 that I gave away to one of the patrons in my community. Overall, the look isn't as polished as the aluminum 75s, such as the ACR Top 75 or even the US QK75. It's actually a very standard fare injection molded polycarbonate tray mount with RGB. There's no internal weight, but there's silicone in here, adding some heft to it, but still feels like plastic, so if that's something that bothers you, this may not be the one for you. What the pre-builts have that most customs don't, however, is the wireless. This keyboard has a dongle for wireless as well as Bluetooth. I've been using a bit of wireless with various keyboards such as the Zoom TKL EE, and it's a freaking treat. I love my cable mod cables as much as the next person. If you want to use my link in my bio, that'd be great. But the clean look of no wires is still minimal AF. The sound is stellar per usual. This one has TTC Ace, which are supposed to be a thockier switch. I definitely hear the deep sound out of that. TTC Gold Pinks are just as smooth, but they are much clackier, so at least there's a little bit of option. You can go either way with the sound. I don't hate the sound of the TTC Ace, but I definitely think the sound of TTC Gold Pinks or another switch in the spacebar makes it sound cleaner. This one has kind of like a marbly sound that could be interpreted as bad depending on your ears or your preference. I like the sound of regular other linears instead. The keycaps here are double shot PBT in cherry profile, so that's something everyone is used to. PBT keycaps provide deeper sound, so it helps with the TTC Ace thockier sound, so it comes together deep. Thok. If you were curious about what the RS option was, that's dual RGB, and so instead of just underglow, it has perky as well, and the keycaps are special that they're side printed, so you can see even more RGB at your eyeballs. That means you can get a whole light show if you want it. Oh shit. And judging from my PC, you know I love my RGB. At the end of the day, this pre-built is an all-in-one package. It's not the cheapest, but it definitely has a more interesting look than the Keychron or some of the QK series. As of the filming of this video, you can get $20 off the base price because of their Black Friday deals. So non-RGB can be had for $175, and the full RS version can be had for $215. The prices are becoming less competitive as more vendors are able to ramp up their production and ship out more units, but this is another option if you want to get an all-in-one package. So you don't have to deal with the keycaps, the switches, stabilizers, none of that. Buy it, gift it, and make someone's Christmas, and you don't even have to build it for them. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.